Today, my mini PD will introduce you to a web-based application called Smore. The Smore URL is www.smore.com. Smore is user-friendly, it's easy enough for younger students to utilize. It will allow you to quickly create digital flyers, newsletters, announcements, invitations, and much more. With Smore.com, there are also many ways to publish and distribute your creations. They can be printed, they can be shared through many social media applications, and Smore emails work nicely on phones and tablets as well. Smore has a unique built-in component called the Educator Hive. It's designed for educators as a place where you can go to create, collaborate, and share while being inspired by others. Once you have accessed the Smore website, www.smore.com, you will see a link in the top right to get signed up. If you click on this link, they will ask you for your email, your name, and to create a password. Or you can simply sign up through Facebook. After creating your account, you're going to choose Login. Once you're signed in, you will be at your Smore homepage. You can scroll down on the homepage to take a look at some of the featured flyers. This is a great place to start when you want to explore Smore independently. So you can see there are many different kinds of flyers that you can create, newsletters, announcements, fundraisers. If you want to get back to your home page because you don't recognize the links that you see and you've explored these connections, you can always go up to the left, the top left, where you see the campfire icon and the word Smore. That will take you back to your home page. From the home page, we are going to start with how do you create a flyer? To create a flyer, I'm going to start with New Flyer. You can choose that option from the top of your screen, or you can come over to the button that says Start a New Flyer. Here you're going to be given several options for templates. You've got events, business, for sale, news bulletin, class, other, or you can simply start from a blank. I'm just going to select class for this showcase. When I selected class, this is the template that goes with their class theme. You could select skip this step, but I'm going to enter a title in here. I'm going to enter Smore 101 for the classroom. And then for my subtitle, I'm just going to put Mini PD Week 5 and then my last name, Phillips. When you're finished adding your title and your subtitle, you select the button Done. To continue with the flyer, you can either click into another section in your template, or if you don't like that section, you can select the plus button and you will see other selections that you can choose from to add. Let's take a closer look at each of the sections. The text selection allows you to have text and a photo, but it also gives you some customizing ability if you select these arrows. You can just have simply the text with no pictures, or you can move the picture to the opposite side. Again, that would be the right side, no text, or the left side. You can scroll down and see some of the other options. That was text. Now we have a title here. We have pictures where you could have a simple one picture or a gallery of pictures. The gallery allows you to have descriptions under your pictures as well, labels and descriptions. You can add an event, you can add a biography, you can add audio, or video or embed a link, and you can access all of these from the plus button on any of your sections at any time. You can also access the same links at the bottom of the screen. There's a couple extra on the bottom for the add more stuff to your flyer. That is the form option and the button option. If you'll notice, those were missing when you press this plus button. Those are not included. This payment option is something that's coming in the future, and it would be more for businesses, or if you were going to do maybe some kind of fundraiser for your school, you can set that up. But it also, I'm sure, is going to be part of not the free account, but the upgraded account. Another thing that you can do within your template is to rearrange. So let's say you've designed your flyer and or lesson, whatever you're doing with this media, you can rearrange it so that the flow is how you want it. You click on the section and you just simply drag it. So any order if you want. I want to move these pictures up to the top. Or maybe I decide, have too many pictures. To delete a section, whether you added it or it was part of your template, you come up to the right-hand corner, you hit the X, and then you select the X and you select it again to remove that section. The next thing I'd like to do is draw your attention to the right sidebar at the top. This is your design toolbar over here. You get to choose from one of 5 designs. Blossom is going to be, you see it says new on it. This is always going to be the seasonal themes. So when you choose Blossom, you also get a selection of backgrounds that are related to the season. So we have St. Patrick's Day, we have Easter, we have spring. Whatever you choose, you end up getting specific colors that go along with that theme as well. And you can choose to customize that. Same thing is true for fonts. You'll notice I have 4 fonts I can choose from in this Blossom theme. However, if you change the design, for example, I'm going to change to handwritten, which would have images and more like a classroom teacher would be handwriting. That's why it's called handwritten. When you look at your background options, most of them are related in some way, shape, or form to the classroom. Okay, but the other thing I want you to notice about this is when you change your theme, you get different options for backgrounds. So I have less backgrounds now. Over here, you can also have the option for a custom background, but that only comes with the Pro account that you have to upgrade and pay for. So notice that in this handwritten theme, I have less backgrounds to choose from, but look at my options of colors. Much more options for colors here. You also have more fonts to choose from, and they're different fonts than you saw in the Blossom option. I'm going to stick with the Blossom because it's bright for now. Change that font. Once you've got that, and it's very easy, quick to change, you've got enough options that it feels good, but not too many, it's overwhelming. We can take a peek at some other things over here on this sidebar. If you notice, over here to the right, it says Save Just Now. The flyer is being saved automatically and continuously. You do not need to worry about power outages or internet interruptions. It will automatically save for you, which is a nice feature to have. You don't have to worry about remembering to save it periodically so you don't lose your work. When you're finished editing, you just select the Done Editing link. But when you do this, I want you to notice the new boxes that we're going to get, the new options that we're going to see. So I selected Done. All of a sudden, I have some new features over here on the left. I can preview, I can print, Within the print, it even gives me the option to download as a JPEG if I'm a pro subscriber. Same thing with the output quality for printing. You just get standard unless you want to pay that upgraded fee. But for the free version, it's good. It's still nice. You can preview it. You can see how many people have visited your link. Once you've had 30 visitors, you will get some analytics on your flyer. So if you make it public, you'll see there's many more people and where they're coming from. If you make it private, what's nice about it, again, you can see the analytics on it. And here's your link that you can copy and paste as needed. But I want to draw your attention down here to flyer settings. If you select your flyer settings, it just gives you some more custom ability for you. You can change the flyer layout, get rid of those social buttons if you don't want them to be able to use the social buttons, the name and profile, any related flyers that Smore has recognized and wants to include. If you don't want those to be on your flyer, you just click them and it will delete them. You can see how it whited it out here. Another very, very important feature, especially if you're going to use it with the classroom, is the flyer privacy. If you do not make it private and you keep it public, because the default for the free account is public, if you don't make it private, then anyone will be able to search it and see your flyer. So with the students or with parents, you probably want to keep it private unless you have another reason for using this tool. You also have some actions, and you can see there's help in each of these sections, but you can have a contact button so that they can press that button and contact you directly. You also have a follow button, which is nice if you used it at the beginning of the year when you're introducing yourself to your parents. If they click that link, they can sign up, and then you don't have to add them to your email list. The problem is you only get 5 free email in your list unless you pay for the upgraded version. So you get 5 people that you can send it to. I typically will send it to myself, and then I found that I can use that link or just take the link directly from my edit settings page. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and we're going to head back to my flyers, and you can see it was saving my settings there. You'll notice over here, I had mentioned the visitors. You can see how many visitors you've had. You need 30 views to get some analytics. You won't, if you try to click on it now, it's going to tell you you need 30 more. If you click on your flyer, so we're going to take a side note here, and we're going to look at what are some other ways that you could take advantage of some opportunities here. If we click back on your flyers, it's going to go to my profile, and it's going to have my flyers down here. And here's my Smore flyer. Well, right above it, you'll notice it talks about badges. Badges are rewards that S'mores gives you for being an active user. It kind of makes it like a little game. So you get to print out 3 flyers when you earn this badge. If you come down here to the show all, there's lots of different ways that you can earn badges or little mini rewards from the Smore website. Smore is free, but when you select the free account, it means you don't have full access to everything that they have to offer. You're limited to only having 3 flyers. Once you make it past that 3rd flyer, they give you the option to buy more flyers. They're $6 a piece, or you can upgrade your account. So if we scroll up to the top, we're going to take a look at our upgrade options. For upgrading, other than your free account, you can choose a personal, a business, a corporate account. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, it tells you that all of the paid plans include these features. Some of the customization goes away when you have that free option. There's still a ton of things that are available for you. but you can see where you can track your emails and you can get custom backgrounds. You're unlimited on how many flyers you can make. And these are pretty hefty fees because you're paying per month. They do offer what they call the Smore for Educators. It's $59 a year. But what's really cool about the Smore for Educators is not only do you have unlimited flyers, but you have that connection to that community, and anyone, not just an educator, but anyone that's going to use it for education purposes is welcome to purchase it at this fee. You've got some questions down at the bottom of the page where if you wanted to ask this specifically, what can I use this for? How can I use it? Can my students use it? You can access that at that time. So lots of good information here, especially on the education part side of it. Let's go back to the Your Flyers link. When I go back to the Your Flyers, I'm going to select that flyer that I just created, and I want you to look at the other toolbar that popped up here, and that is our quick sharing toolbar. You can share your Smore creations through emails. Like I said before, you can send it to one person or you can send it to a list of people, but your list is limited to 5 unless you pay for the upgrade. You can also share it through Facebook, Twitter, Craigslist, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, or you can simply embed the link. 2 things that I have left to cover are at the top of the toolbar, and these are the Educator Hive, which is designed for educators as a place where they can create, collaborate, and share while being inspired by others. You can search the Hive according to the style of the output that you're looking for. If you want a presentation, a newsletter, an assignment, and what's nice is as an educator, if you're new to Smore, you can click in this link and you can take a look at what other teachers have done and you can steal their ideas. I've heard that often. The best teacher is a thief. If you take a look at the top, we didn't talk about the help section either. So if I click on the help section, you can see that there are lots of support options to choose from. They're pretty self-explanatory. It will take you right to it. What I do like about it, let's see, like make a new flyer. It actually gives you the steps and works you through it, gives you examples, and so on. Close that link. Close the help link. So to wrap it up, I'd like to just say that Smore can be used many ways in the classroom. You can use it to send newsletters or bulletins to parents and community members. You can create online assignments like a web quest for your students or even your colleagues. If you're doing a mini PD, you can use a Smore as a canvas for students to create their own digital projects and as a resource for educators to collaborate, share, and create. It's quick, it's digital, it's easy to use, it's competitive with our 21st century online tools. One's imagination is the only thing that will limit the advantages that Smore can provide for educators. I hope you enjoyed this PD and that you're able to use it in your classroom and in your life. Thank you.